population of Myanmar is approximately 53,404,374. 69.3% of that population is between the ages of 15 and 64. The risk of being diagnosed with infectious disease is very high. The government of Myanmar is ruled by the military regime that resides there after its colonial leader, the United Kingdom, left. The main issue with the government and the people resides with Aung San Suu Kyi, who was elected to power by the people. Unfortunately, the government did not see it fit for Ms. Kyi to take power, and instead locked her away and took over the government. The citizens of Myanmar struggle to get free of the drugs and the military that is running the drug trades. If one is not part of the military, the situation that they are put in financially is very dim. Groups like the APYN youth groups and the Global Fund to Fight AIDS, Tuberculosis, and Malaria attempt to help the situation in Myanmar, but the military government is very isolationist and refuses nearly all attempts to help the lower citizens at all. In 2005, the estimate adult HIV prevalence rate was 1.3%, about 200,000 to 579,000 people. 32% of the people are sex workers, and 43% of the people are drug users that are most likely to be infected with AIDS. An estimated 11,000 to 25,000 die from HIV and AIDS annually. Only 3% of AIDS patients receive any form of treatment. The government has failed to effectively fund any project to combat AIDS in the country and has contradicted earlier written arguments to fight the disease. Military government keeps the best healthcare for itself and its people, while civilians in the country are forced to rely upon fragmented, poor, inadequate schooling and health facilities. Military units often live off neighborhood villages, increasing the already widespread poverty and further marginalizing the peasantry. Most of the areas that are controlled by the military is used for that of opium production, which increased 29% in 2007. A lot of the money that the country is making is spent on the army and other military costs, such as those of bringing nuclear warheads to the country. The country's foreign relations, particularly with Western nations, have been strained. The United States has placed a ban on new investments by U.S. firms, an import ban, and an arms embargo on the Union of Myanmar, as well as frozen military assets in the United States because of the military's regimen ongoing human rights abuses, the ongoing detention of the Nobel Peace Prize recipient Aung San Suu Kyi, and refusal to honor the election results of the 1990s People Assembly election. Ms. Kyi was elected, and the military government refused to give her power, and instead arrested her and placed her in prison until recently in November of 2010. The mission of a Jesuit education involves encouraging young men to become men for others. They teach that a graduate of a Jesuit high school must be loving and committed to doing justice. To follow into this mold, we must take action to help Myanmar, as they experience massive injustice. We must give preferential treatment to the poor and those that are oppressed. The citizens of Myanmar are both, so it is our obligation as students from a Jesuit high school and as Catholics to assist them.